Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of One Chip at a Time with Shane. How are you doing? We're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna rank some NFL logos. Normally, we work in the realm of hockey, and that's where we'll spend most of our time. But I thought we'd do something a little different and rank some NFL logos. So let's start off with number 32, the team that has no logo. So of course they go last. What can you say when the team has no logo? Washington, the football team, is last place. Let's hope before the next season they announce something. Number 31, we have the Bears. I mean, their name's the Bears. They could have done so many cool things with the bear logo, perhaps, but instead they just have a C. This looks like the logo that should be on the hat of a baseball team, not as a primary jersey logo. Number 30, we have the New York Giants. Again, it's not even capitalized, right? It's New York. Yeah, okay, but it's definitely nothing special. Then we have the Chargers. Lightning strikes from the top to the bottom normally. I don't understand the arcing lightning. The certain nothing makes sense about this logo to me, especially not the blue around it. And there's going to be a lot of complaints when I have logos that are just lined with weird colors that don't make sense. Then we have the Bengals, number 28. It's a B, yeah. I guess they made it look like a tiger. The logo they had before this was an actual Bengal tiger head, and I thought that was much cooler. But number 27, the Rams. I mean, I understand the play they're trying to do. That this looks like the Bighorn Jeep Ram, like Bighorn Jeep, but I guess that's what it looks like to me. But I guess a ram horn going all the way around to the LA or in it. I guess it's a little bit innovative, but again, this is one of the newer logos. You would expect them to do something better. That brings us on to the Jets, number 26. Again, it just has the name and there's a football, and I guess the shape of the logo is a football too. Okay, a little bit better than just NYJ, I guess, was what they could have done. Then we have the Lions, and that's number 25. Again, there's just so many cats on this list. It's hard to rank them all. This is at least better than the Bengals as far as the cats go, but I don't understand the gray, and I really don't understand the blue because I mean, Lions aren't blue. Next, my favorite team, Seahawks. So you can't say this is like biased, but this has just been the kind of logo. They tweaked it a bit. It's been their logo the whole time I've been a fan of the Seahawks, and it could probably use a refresh. And as I said, there's lots of cats, there's lots of birds. Definitely lots of birds. Speaking of birds, we go on to the Falcons number 23. Uh, Again, there's just better birds. It's nothing against this logo. I like the red. It makes it stands out. But again, it's got this weird gray outline. Like I don't understand why it has a gray outline. The Panthers, just more cats. This one's definitely a lot better. It's got the fangs, it looks angry, it's got the eyes, and I love the whiskers. It's just, yeah, there's a lot. This one I had to push down, even though I love the 49ers. I had to put them at 21 because I had to look at it as less of a fan and just more just on the logo. And it is literally just an S and an F in the shape of a football. So they get better than the other ones that are just the letters that don't have the shape of the football, at least. But I can't rank it too high because again, this one, the Chiefs in at 20, is just the two letters of the name of the team. I do like the Arrowhead, especially since they played in Arrowhead Stadium there. But I just think it could probably use a revamp too. Maybe making the arrowhead look more like an arrowhead instead of just like the outline of an arrowhead. But that brings us on to the Steelers. And I do understand this is, I think, the Steel Workers Union logo, and also inside there's kind of like football shapes in the middle there. But it's just, it's been around for a long time. Again, it could probably just use a refresh. I'm always a fan of new things. Then we go back to birds. This one's a really angry bird. But it's just its head. And again, I don't know if it's just got the green outline because, of course, that is the color of the team. But they could have just left it with the black logo, the black outline, and left the green in the eyes. I think that would have been enough. But it seems a little strange. The Baltimore Ravens, again, this one's a really nice bird. I love all the detail around the eyes, the eye itself, the beak. I don't know about the beak. I think it could almost be a stronger logo without the bee in there. But that's going to bring us to a surprising number 16, the Cleveland Browns. If this was a jersey ranking video, this would be the last place jersey, the brown one with the orange letters. But uh, it's a logo ranking video, and this is the best part of their jersey, so why not make that the logo? Their football team, this is clearly a football helmet, which is as clear logo as you can get. So for that, they get mid-pack. Next is 15, the Tennessee Titans. This is kind of a newer one too. It's a kind of a like almost like a fireball with the 10T for the Titans there. They could have done a lot because Titans are mythological giants. So there's a lot they could have done with that, but it's pretty good. The rest, I mean, there's nothing. I can't complain about any of the rest here. So I hope, in fact, the next couple are going to get me a lot of hate. But know that if your team is coming up and it's not as high as you'd like, it's just there are so many good logos in the NFL. This one is the Indianapolis Colts, and it does get a little lower in 14th spot here because it is just a horseshoe. But what else do you want? It's the Indianapolis Colts. I believe when they were the was it the Baltimore Colts when they were in the CFL, they had a slightly different logo, more of a actual Colt. But this one's fine, especially when your quarterback's luck. Like it seems to work pretty good. Then we have number 13. See, this is where the hate's going to come. But this one does go a lot higher than 49ers when it is just the letter in the shape of a football, right? But the classicness of this does get it points. I really like the simplicity of it, and it's just a beautiful logo. And again, all these are good. Like people are going to be upset at number 12 Cowboys. But it is just a star, and again, there's just so many good logos, but it's crisp, it's clean, it's a very nice logo. That's why it's where it is. Then we have number 11, the Patriots. I like this. It's different. It's outside the box. You don't see this. I don't recognize this as any other logo from any other sports team. Right? This is very unique. I find. I like the way that it's got the star and the red and the white. Like that's probably some sort of. Not obviously, I don't believe there was an American flag with only one star, but going back to patriotism, there were a lot less stars, and I just think it's a nice, clean look. Speaking of stars, then we have the Tennessee Titans. This one's pretty cool. I like the way they use the two colors. They invert them. They use the negative space to make the star. I'm not sure if this is meant to also be something. It does kind of look like the shape of a football in between the hooves, but a little off. But again, it's just nice clean logo. All these are awesome. The Saints, number 9. Who doesn't like the fleur-de-lis, right? That thing's beautiful, and I like the colors. But again, maybe does it have too many borders? It just seems to be a thing with NFL logos that they have that maybe that one extra border. But it is nice because it gives the white highlight around the black, so it's almost like pushes it forward on you. That's why I did give it a little higher, even though it does have that. But that is going to bring us on to the Buffalo Bills. I like this one. It's nice, it's strong, it's sleek, it's a buffalo, even though that's actually not the name of the team. The team name's the Bills, but it's Buffalo for the city, and it still works. It's a great logo. Speaking of which, we got the Broncos, which is the one I'm wearing here too. It's a horse, and it's an angry horse, and see, this is what the Colts could have been a little more like. But maybe there's copyright reasons and stuff why they didn't. But it's just a very good, clean logo. I can't say anything negative about any of these. The Dolphins have had a couple iterations of this. They're number 6, but this one's just awesome. They've always kept it close to the original, but subtle changes, and I love this logo. I've always liked the Dolphins, even though they're not really a football animal. Number 5, we got the Jaguars. Now we're talking about cats. This is the cleanest, best looking cat. It's got the most teeth. It's angry. The only thing is maybe these whiskers. I know they're supposed to be wrapped around. They probably drew them on and they looked horrible. I'm no artist, so I can't really complain about that. It's beautiful. It's the best of the cats, definitely. And then we have the best of the birds. This is an angry looking bird, and I really like this one because they only did the one black outline, and they used it really well. It's got just the 3 colors. It's really solid. It's really striking, and it's no doubt it's cardinal. And it moves us to number 3 again. Maybe maybe I like pirates. Maybe that's what we can come out of this video thinking. But like the Raiders, everyone when I was a kid wore this, and this may have a big influence in it, but it is clearly a pirate, clearly a raider. He's got swords, it's got a shield. Where do you go wrong with this? He's even got a football helmet. Like, he's ready to rock. Uh, Number two, the Vikings. Like, such strong colors. I love the purple. I love the gold. This looks like a human. Like, this is the best logo for realism, I think, out of all the logos. And he doesn't look angry. He doesn't look sad, but he looks like he means business. And I really like that. And that's going to bring us to number one. Again, maybe, as I said, I like pirates, but that thing is beautiful. It's got a sword. It's got a football. It's got three swords, actually, if you want to count swords. And it makes the skull and crossbow bones, which is a very piratey thing. The Buccaneers, the name. I mean, if we do rankings of stadiums, their stadium's going to be right up there too, because it has a freaking pirate ship in it, which fires cannons when they score touchdowns. Just again, like I've said in the hockey ranking videos about teams that use the same synergy throughout all of their advertising and all their marketing that really push a certain trend. I love it, and I have to give hats off to your Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe, share this thing if you enjoyed it. I hope you guys all have a great evening, and we'll see you in the next video.